Hello, Mediator. I'm Father Patrick Perkins.
And I am Mother Esgy Serbe Perkins.
We are absolutely thrilled to accept the call of your vestry to become the new rectors of the Church of the Mediator.
As you might imagine, right now we are busy hiring movers, signing leases, and collecting boxes from the local liquor stores.
Empty boxes, just to be clear.
We are taking a quick break from packing to make a short video for you, so you can get to know us a little before we arrive in Meridian.
I grew up in a small town west of Starkville called Matheston, and I came to the Christian faith as a teenager, largely as the result of a vibrant youth ministry at my local Baptist church. I first experienced the Episcopal Church one Christmas Eve when a cousin of mine invited me to accompany her to the midnight mass at the Church of the Ascension in Montgomery, Alabama. It was an electrifying experience for a young musician, and it really set me up for the future that would be mine in the Episcopal Church. After high school, I ended up at Mississippi College to study music because I wanted to be a conductor. So during my junior year, I took a part-time job as the choir master of a local Presbyterian church. I did this simply because the Presbys did better music and paid infinitely more money than the Baptists did. While working there, I was bitten by the theology bug because I got to hear some of the greatest theologians in the world teach and preach. I also had my first opportunities to engage in pastoral ministry, so by the time I finished graduate school, it was clear that my future lay in the church. I started seminary as a Presbyterian, but it wasn't long before I became convinced that the Anglican tradition most closely reflected the faith of the New Testament and the early church. I reached out to then Bishop Duncan Gray III for advice, and he kindly guided me into the Episcopal Church. After confirmation and a period of discernment, I went to Nashotah House in Wisconsin to finish seminary, and it was there that I met the Turkish tornado who would later become my wife. Following graduation and ordination, I spent 3.5 years as rector of Old St. Mary's in downtown Kansas City. And from there, I was called by the Bishop of Fond du Lac to become the Dean of St. Paul's Cathedral in Fond du Lac. After 7 years in Wisconsin, I am happy to be returning home to the sunnier climes of Mississippi, I assure you. In my spare time, I enjoy cooking and eating, as you might be able to tell, shooting guns, making music, traveling around the world, and having good conversations with friends and family. I'm looking forward to cultivating new friendships with you all, my new church family in Meridian at the Church of the Mediator.
I was born and raised in a town called Izmir, on the western coast of Turkey, in a climate much similar to yours. All of my family still live back home. I came to America in 2006 when I was 17 years old as a Rotary exchange student and fell in love with the American dream. I've been pursuing it ever since. I was raised Muslim and converted to Christianity in the Southern Baptist Church. Within 2 years of my new faith in Jesus, I found my home in the Episcopal Church, and I have been a proud Episcopalian ever since. I've been a priest for about 10 years and served in parishes in Missouri and Wisconsin. Some of the things I enjoy in my free time are cooking Southern food, baking, hunting, fishing, and spending time nurturing relationships with church family. My church has been a loving family to me wherever I have ministered, and I look forward to enjoying these things with our new church family, with all of you at the Mediator.
Some of you are probably asking the question, why 2 rectors when we've always had one? Well, the answer to that question is important. Over the last century, the landscape of the church has changed dramatically. Membership has steadily decreased while costs have exponentially increased. With fewer volunteers and less money for specialized staff, more and more responsibility has fallen to the rectors. The average parish priest today spends far more time overseeing the maintenance of the organization than he or she does the mission of the church. And as long as our focus is inward and administrative, we can't do the work of growth, which of course is outward and relational by its very nature. By calling 2 rectors, the Church of the Mediator is making a strategic move. It is ensuring that the tasks that are urgent don't impede the work that is important. By dividing the rector's administrative burden and multiplying their ministerial impact, Mediator is taking a bold step towards a brighter future. A future in which formation, evangelism, and outreach will deliver the goods that management never will. The good news of Christ, the witness of the church, and the kingdom of God.
We are inspired by the warmth, love, and welcoming community we witnessed during our interviews. What a privilege it is for you to all call Mediator home. During our conversations with the search committee and the vestry, we experienced you as a group who deeply cares for one another. We are excited that you want to prioritize youth, children, and new families in the church. Neither of us was raised in the Episcopal Church. Being welcomed and encouraged to serve as young people has been a significant influence in our desire to become lifelong church leaders. As your pastors, we want to instill that same welcome, encouragement, and trust that has been given to us as new people in the church. We are both committed to a strong community presence and outreach, by which all who live in the neighborhood will feel welcome to join us. We want Mediator to be a place where people from different walks of life will be fed by learning opportunities, prayer, support, healing, and transforming worship. Lord willing and the creek don't rise, we plan to be with you for both services on Sunday, May 11th. We're glad that our first services will coincide with Youth Sunday, because youth ministry will be a high priority for us.
Until then, keep praying for us in our time of transition, and we'll keep praying for you. See y'all soon.